Welcome guys to the Whiskey Explorer. If this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. If this is a returning subscriber, thanks very much for tuning in for another episode. I'm back on the whiskey review journey after a short hiatus. Happy to be back, guys. And today I've got my brother Jason with me here to do a review on none other than Elijah Craig small batch bourbon. So this one here is a very nice bourbon from the Heaven Hill Distillery, and this one is their small batch version. And I also have a video coming up soon on their barrel proof, which is pretty cool. So can't get that here in Canada, but I managed to get one of my viewers to send a sample of that, so I'll have that review for you guys as well, and we can compare the small batch to the barrel proof offering. So this one here is offered at 47%, and it says that it is made in true small batches for balance and smoothness. So we're going to give this a nosing, give it a tasting, give you guys some tasting notes, and we'll let you know if we think it's a buy. Alright, let's get this guy open here. It's a pretty cool looking bottle. It's sort of the kind of classic coffin shaped bottle there. So kind of a different bottle shape, which is cool. And a nice big cork on this one here, a nice big kind of wood cork there for you guys. It's got the Elijah Craig kind of embossed on there. Let's get a couple pours of this guy here. There we go.
There we go.
Do a couple healthy pours there. Alright, oh, nice cork closure there. I really like the cork on this bottle, and it's a nice bottle design. It's pretty classy looking. Yeah, nothing else on there to tell you guys really.
And it's easy to find.
Yeah, easy to find, which is nice. So it's a readily available one, and we can even get our hands on it here in Canada, which is nice. So a lot of the bourbons that I really would love to try that are available in the States we can't get our hands on, so it's nice to get this Heaven Hill product here. Here in BC, this runs about $60 for the bottle before taxes. So that's kind of the price point on this guy here. Alright, so nice kind of deep amber color to that one, hey? Pretty dark.
It's very dark.
Pretty dark. Alright, let's give this one a nosing here.
Butterscotch.
Just gonna give it a kind of swirl around the glass there. Get a good coating on the glass. Definitely lots of the caramel flavors in there. You can get the baking spices already jumping out of the glass there. There's a little bit of a rye hit there. I feel I can kind of smell the rye in the mash bill there. So baking spices, thinking like cinnamon, nutmeg. Lots of very spicy nose.
It is very spicy. Very peppery.
Peppery, black pepper in there for sure. Maybe even some cayenne pepper as well. And definitely get that rye.
You get the rye, yeah?
Yeah. Alright, should we go in for a sip on this?
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Very smooth. Very smooth.
Yeah. I get quite a bit of oak on the flavor on the palate there.
Yeah. And what is this done in? Yeah, oak barrels.
Yeah, first to char oak barrels.
Yeah.
Going for a second sip here.
I think you got like quite a bit of like an oily. I think it's. I think it's got like that butterscotch a little bit.
Really nice mouthfeel to it. So very mouth coating. Oily kind of consistency, nice viscosity to it. lots of spices going on there, tons of spice. So black pepper kind of hits you right away.
A little cayenne maybe.
Cayenne pepper, pretty hot. Surprisingly, there's a bit of alcohol burn for the 47%.
It's impressive actually,
but it's not unwelcome. Like it's a good sort of just the beginnings of a Kentucky hug on there. So kind of the nice, the nice warming kind of feeling in your chest there. Really tasty bourbon. Lots of spices. So like cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg. Kind of thinking like Christmas baking spices are in there.
Yeah.
And then sort of mid palate to finish. The sweetness comes out. So the butterscotches, the caramels, vanilla, definitely a sweet oak note as well. So you can definitely, the oak is definitely present in the flavor profile of this bourbon as well. The finish just lasts forever. It's really, to me, it's a really long finish. Like I'm still experiencing the finish from the second sip right now, and so that's been going on for quite some time. So that's
I think for
impressive.
You know, the bottle, what it is and how easy it is to get, it's got a lot more going for it than what, you know, even the price point of it is. I think it's a lot better bourbon than a lot of other bourbons that are going to be much more expensive. They're going to be.
This one's been a bit of like a staple for us brothers. So this is a bottle we've kind of really enjoyed, and it was sort of, we did a bunch of bourbons when I was in Calgary visiting our other brother, and this one kind of won out the bourbon shootout that night.
For sure.
One of our favorite ones for sure. And if you're down in the States, what's really nice about the Elijah Craig small batch is you can get tons of different store picks of this. And apparently the store picks are even tastier. So if you're in the States and you're watching the channel, look out for store picks for the Elijah Craig small batch. It's very common that stores will do a
What is a store pick?
So a store pick will be the proprietor of the store, so the owner will go and actually do a barrel pick of Elijah Craig at the distillery and choose a barrel for his store and say, okay, this is going to be, I'm going to be offering this. It might be, Jeff's Liquor Emporium. That's the barrel pick. They'll actually put that on the label there and everything.
Will it look the same? The same bottle?
Look the same, same bottle, but it'll have a store pick label on it.
There you go.
So it's specific to that store, so that owner's gone and done a barrel pick and ordered, whatever a barrel produces, maybe 240, 250 bottles that come specifically to that store, and people seek those out. And they're not, as far as I understand, unfortunately we don't get any store picks here, but from what I understand in the States, they're not very much more than the regular price of the bourbon, so it's definitely a good idea to keep your eye out for the store picks. So
that's cool.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of a specialized flavor profile there. So maybe just go in for one last sip and then give you guys our final thoughts on this one. Oh, so now that I'm kind of going in the third one, as I know, is that I get a lot more of the vanilla in there.
Exactly, and it starts to, you start to not notice so much of the bite from the pepper and the cayenne, and it just gets even more smooth. You almost, like, you could dump this on some ice cream.
Totally.
That'd be good.
Or I feel like being at 47%, it would stand up nicely to a rock. So if you had kind of a rocks glass like this and you had one of those circular ice cubes, pour it over that for a nice, like today it's pretty warm here, so that would be a good kind of summertime drink. And bourbon is always kind of a good favorite go-to for the summer. So as Jason noted, as you get further into the glass here, further sipping, you get more of those kind of creamy butterscotch caramel notes. The vanilla comes through, the sweet oak, and as he mentioned, you as your palate acclimates to the whiskey, you're not picking out those sharp kind of peppery characteristics as much, like the spice notes. It's more focused on sweet flavors, but a delicious bourbon all in all.
No, I think it's number one. Like if you have to, should definitely be in someone's liquor cabinet for sure. If you're gonna go and choose a bourbon, even if it's your first bourbon, definitely.
It's so good. So even got like a little bit of a cherry note there on the kind of finish of that last sip. So lots to discover in this one here. Really good, complex, I would say, bourbon to enjoy. So for us, it's definitely a buy. It's one that I'd always like to have on my bar. So glad to have it. And I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, thanks guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.